pretty interesting to see that they pick it into the TB. Like, I feel like we've seen the TB picked versus the PA sometimes because of high armor, but I feel like in I've actually seen IG who have picked the PA versus the TB a lot of the time, and I've seen some like rapier shenanigans where Emo's played it. So this is definitely interesting to see. I mean, Parker, he definitely wants to just pop off, as we've seen. He wants to be that like very flashy solo carrier. But looking at what else he's got, Mago on the Bat Rider, he's been phenomenal this tournament, and yeah, this should be a fun one. The one thing I'm a little weirded out is from Sacred picking the Primal into Venomancer. Because I feel like Veno was
kind of good, right?
It was like the hardest counter. That's literally what everyone was doing.
You just gale him.
You gale him and Trample's worthless. So.
Exactly. It's kind of rough.
Yeah, a little bit of some weird stuff, I would say, at least on that one. So, yeah. I'm wondering why else he wanted to have it. I know versus like the TB in lane and stuff like that, it's very, very good. But I feel like Veno just counteracts that. So let's see how it all goes down.
Okay. But so overall, you would say you kind of prefer what IG's got going as a team?
I kind of do feel like it, yeah. I'm unsure
makes a bit
about
more
PA.
sense.
Yeah.
From what you kind of know and what we've been seeing.
But I would favor Beastcoast from how they've been playing and how much chaos they can cause.
Yeah,
and
they've been pretty crazy.
I think Parker also, like, there's a situation in this game where he might just have a super free lane because he has this Undying bodying for him versus this Mars. And let's see how Sacred is able to do to put the pressure onto Dust when there's a Venomancer.
See how well they're able to play this top lane. So, of course, going to have the backup of Scofield on the Dark Willow. So, yeah, qyqx could become a bit of a nuisance in the lane. Gale, they'll turn around with the Bramble. They're punching back pretty hard. So, good trade back the way towards Dust. Sacred's able to pop the uproar and punch him.
Cool. I mean, I guess that's one thing you can do. You just play around the uproar in the lane, which is pretty damn good versus these two. So sure, that can be nice. Let's see how mid ends up going too. This is a matchup that I've seen quite a bit here for the Lesh that you can do well, but you have to always be careful. Of course, the kill threats that can come from Bat Rider, and Bat he still does his job once the levels do kick out there. Yeah,
I mean, how does it sort of work out that you can still play decently against the Bat? Is it just because you're a ranged hero and you have like the stun to rely on if he starts going for you?
Yeah, you're shoving the lane also early. Sure. That's the important thing. So you're keeping the Bat a little bit at bay. So don't mind this matchup too much here for the Lesh.
Yeah, we're seeing exactly that from Emo, getting these first waves under the tower of DarkMagos.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm going to be constantly looking at bottom. He's got an Enchantress, PYW, behind him. Down here is Zhang, but this is difficult for any situation for a Mars whenever you're playing versus Undying. They're going in.
They are. Oh, there they go. PYW is gone. They'll get first blood.
That was.
I mean, that was very nicely done because it looked like Stingham was going to die for sure. He does, of course, still go down, but setting up for the first blood. I mean, Parker could. I wonder if he's tempted to go for this. No, it's 11-1. 11-1. Do not go for it. Yeah, he's not getting baited at all.
This is a pretty godly wand lane, right? There's Decay, and there's both the Stifling Dagger. Same thing for Parker, of course, always whenever you're playing versus Mars, you get good wand charges, but nowhere near as much. Nice identification. I don't know how much HP the Ench had, but I think he had like 3 stacks of the Decay. Just gets popped.
Yeah, he really did. You know, the fact that his strength was slow as it did make those PA hits look like they hit pretty darn hard. Top lane, they get the kill. Sacred will, of course, die. I guess a trade you're not really wanting to try and take, right, as Beastcoast, losing your off lane, only getting a support. It's going to give some happy times here for Dust on this safe lane TB.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm kind of already... Yeah, he's got Uproar and everything that's decent versus like the physical, but I'm seeing the Gale problem kind of already being there. He gets Trample, he runs on top, and then just gets Galed, and Dust is able to just trade with him, so...
looks like earlier in the lane he may have had to play in a situation where he TP back to the tower, so he's actually having to use a smoke to get back there. TP was on cooldown.
Oh, so, that is rough.
Probably, I guess, most early TP to the tower after being galed or some situation in the lane. So a bit of time where Sacred is out of that top lane.
I've got big worries for him. Yeah. I gotta say, like, I'm very confused why they picked it. I know that versus the TB, I understand that, but into Mars and Veno, these are the heroes that literally just own Primal just to give space for carries like this. So let's see how Sacred does reestablish things, because it feels like he's gonna be really slowed down this game, and it's gonna have to be a lot of DarkMago to do the heavy lifting.
Trust on Emo, but TP's at the ready.
Yep.
Emo's able to stay safe. We'll probably want to get some assistance around the 4-minute power runes. Maybe if he feels he's going to be able to pick one. 4-minute water.
Got him.
See if they can finish PYW this time. Dagger's back up in a second. Zhang Yu with the body blocks, trying to keep Parker at bay. PYW's up. Fine.
Put on harassment, but Parker, he's already got the cornucopia. A pretty early one, actually. One of the fastest one I think we've gotten to see, but...
Yeah, I mean, I was swimming out tapping around this bit to kind of get Emo to qyqx Tango. Scofield's going to be here to try and stop him from getting the room, but Emo will be able to pick it up. And with that, he's able to set up onto Scofield, and not only being kind of refueled here, thanks to the presence of qyqx, getting a water room, I guess it's a free kill. So far, so good for the 3 cores of IG. They're taking the lead.
Yeah, loving it. And I like this game for Lesh is pretty damn strong, too. Looking at everything he's playing against, right? Yes, there's ways to focus fire him, but amazing versus Willow in particular. The supports get shredded, and the magic damage can be problematic early versus kind of all the heroes. Almost tanky, but if he has a rough lane, then he sees very problematic. Oh, misses.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake there from qyqx, and it will be punished.
Can't have that happen. Loving these. I mean, I'm actually like looking at this so much this tournament about the strength heroes with blood grenades, how much they're able to do in laning phase late. Stinger. He will get brought down though. The Alpha Wolf actually coming into play. That's quite a bit of bonus damage for a Mars.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's a lot.
Feels great for Young Yu when hitting them half of their gold for
I think that's like the perfect trick they could have found to at least pressure and then dying.
That definitely puts off Beastcoast from being as aggressive as they want to in this lane. They will get punished. They're going to get hit back much harder than they can hit IG at this stage of the game.
Parker farming though, right? He's 1-0, 23-4. He's pretty much top net worth with the Terrorblade, and Omar's a little bit ahead of him, of course, but at least the Stinger, he is doing his job there to give that farm there. Mago even holding blood grenades, I like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't work with sticking it home. Still very good with kill prepping against Emo. They're looking for the dive again.
They're going to try the Tombstone. They go. qyqx is here.
Gale.
Turn with the lightning. They get the slow with the Gale as well. Emo sets up for the stun. More TPs to be coming forward. Scofield attempts to focus down Emo. Gets the Curse Crown upon him. But Emo is still alive. Backup's coming in. Emo finally dies. qyqx falling low to the zombies at the Tombstone. QIW is going to turn his episode towards finishing off the Tombstone, but not before qyqx does end up dying.
The tornado!
He's going to push himself forward to close the gap on Scofield. And Scofield, he's got the stick charges, he's turning, he's standing his ground. Scofield, he's going to win this trade. Curse Crown's there. Scofield's dead. Can he get in range of the last right click? He can't.
Oh,
maybe he's not going
Scofield!
to trade for the Shadow Realm. He's back up. He turns, gets the hit off, but it's still not enough damage. Flame Break also going to fall short as QIW and Scofield battling to the death there. But a death that does not come for either of them.
Scofield, can he get it? Oh, he's going to pay with his life this time.
Okay, he's pushed his luck a bit too much there, Scofield.
I love these support battles. I feel like we're having them so much this tournament. Dust, he'll be okay top. Gale connects on Sacred. Sacred might just get chased down. Do they have enough? Got one Lotus.
10 sticks. Should be okay.
All right, chaotic. I mean, we've had
bottom lane. They might be able to dive for this.
Whoop,
dagger.
He's got spear though.
All right,
it's scary.
Going under a tier 2, you're not doing that.
No.
You're not doing that, especially POIW is turning up.
Wisdom Rune. It's actually going to be the offlaners that take the Wisdom Rune this game. And so that's a very early level 6 on this Mars coming out. Sacred's still not going to quite be 6 there, but I feel like we've had a lot of quiet games, like 3-1 or something. 10 minutes. We have 13 kills in 7 minutes.
Getting pretty wild.
I love it.
And yeah, I mean, as you say, around sort of the quick 6 on the Mars, they've got great team fight IG. If they get any sort of arena set up, so much damage to sort of just control and take down Beastcoast with. They've got to be so careful when it comes to the team fights. He's looking for a chance to start something. He'll set off for Stinger. Going to be able to catch him. Stinger will try and heal up Soul Rip, but no surviving.
That's 5 deaths. 5 for Stinger. I mean, he Stinger tends to die.
He does, and Parker in return hasn't died at all.
Exactly.
So
it's worth it.
Taking attention away from the PA, and Parker, he's going to be happy now.
Yeah, it's worth it, but PYW is becoming a core already at this point because of how many kills he's getting. It's a near level 6 enchant. It actually is a level 6 enchantress already. He's got treads. He's going for his drums. He's got same net worth as the Primal Beast and almost the Batrider this early on in the game. That is definitely a problem. There is answers, of course. There's a lot of magical damage to be able to kill this Enchantress from Primal, from Willow, and from Batrider, but PYW is going to hurt. Yeah, Parker. Top of the net worth, but the other 3 cores looking in.
I mean, they're bringing Emo down bottom. He wants to start putting some pressure on this tower as well, and maybe see if they can set up onto Parker. Parker jumped forward aggressively.
That was
trying
crazy.
to trade it with Young Yu. They're actually backing off their IG.
I guess that's why.
I guess when they see the PA jump on them like that, they're like, well, there must be a lot of backup. I mean, in reality, IG probably had the numbers at the start of it all. These guys bring the fight close towards the tier 1, so IG now in a bit of a better position to start turning and holding their ground.
Tombstone just gets brought down by the Enchantress by himself.
They can go for Stinger here.
Fear.
Will connect very nicely lined up there by Jiang Yu. Will set up for the kill. IG continue to maintain the lead.
Playing smart. I mean, it was a nice little patient play backing up. I feel like some teams maybe would have just gone straight into the PA because he jumped forward there, but they reset, played forward afterwards, and yeah, putting a ton of pressure onto Beastcoast here. Parker's still farming, but yeah, the other two cores suffering and not getting rotations, especially Mago there. Down bottom, can't get a connection.
Parker's is going to have to TP out of this area. It's no longer the place to be with 4 heroes from IG down here.
They brought dust.
Push the Terrorblade now. They're ready to take some objectives and start to take over this bottom side of the map. Already having good vision to do so, to observers in the jungle of Beastcoast.
And that's going to be a big thing we have to watch out for too from IG. Look at their way of taking and sieging buildings overall in comparison to Beastcoast. Beastcoast takes buildings from winning team fights. IG take buildings if anybody just moves away. Ench, Veno, TB, Lesh, all 4 of these heroes take towers.
Yeah, and Beastcoast, even if they get the chance to after a fight, it's going to take them a long time.
Yeah.
Nobody's taking down these towers super quickly.
And it's not like they have the straight up, like, we win the team fight kind of lineup. IG has a very strong team fight lineup with this Mars and Lesh being able to rally around it early game. Gotta continue to pressure here. Yeah, even rotating Dust over, he's got meta. They're playing this nicely.
Bringing all the cores together very, very early on here. 10 minutes in, tier 1 bottom, with 3 cores turning up to tier 1 mid. Really, just looking to shut down this map, try and make sure that there's less space, less time for Parker to sort of play the farm game as the PA, get that battle fury time into the next main item.
Middle tower has fallen.
Tempo's being set. I mean, IG being the aggressors. Beastcoast getting on the
straight
back
up
foot.
to top. Look to just continue this power taking.
Sacred.
They've got the setup. Sacred, he's got no way out of this. He has to just try and stand his ground with the ultimate, but he will not survive this. He's gone. IG, they can get this push going. Tier 1 tower on the top lane now in trouble.
This Ench is like a core. They kind of try to go for PYW. He's able to just waltz away and turn onto them. And yeah, another tower going to be set up for it. Beastcoast
is under attack.
Difficult for them to really set up the defense here. It's level 1 Tombstone. They're kind of under-leveled. Okay, IG's just going to back away and play more of the economy game for now here as they set up for a big bottom.
Yeah, he might looking some action down here.
Mago.
He has got his boost of travel done.
The lightning bounce to him. Can't actually get any way to close the gap. Instant TPs from IG to go for him. Play was nice. Parker, as I said, he's still having that very good game, and it's going to be very important for him to do so, but see how much space they're able to actually get for him. Nice game. Did not expect to see IG come out this hard in the first 12 minutes, from what I've seen.
So if they can keep it up. Because if the game pace does slow down, we've seen many times Beastcoast, it doesn't matter if you have this early lead against Beastcoast.
You can never count them out.
Get things together, they're ready for the mid-game fights. Beastcoast they've just really been on the same page as one another with some of the team fight coordination that have come out of this major.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like you can never actually count Beastcoast out this tournament. Parker's
they've been great at the comebacks.
Yeah, and Parker, he's playing a 1v9 hero.
Yeah.
Right? And we saw him on his Shadow Fiend pretty much become the raid boss that they needed him to in 2 different situations. This could be another one if he gets the space to. 3K lead though. IG. See how they look to continue applying pressure. Mago gonna just farm some ancients. Game pace slowing down a little bit.
This bottom lane, Emo and PYW, they're looking for some action. Anyone dares to step down here, but Beastcoast are playing it safe. Sacred's keeping close to his tier 2.
He's tanky too. He is 1800 HP with the bracelet as well too, so committing onto him that close to tower.
Anytime he has the onslaught, should be able to get away from these two, no problem.
If they have the Mars, like, I think once they get the blink on the Mars, that's going to be the next big pace setting that IG is going to look to apply more pressure to these towers and more of these objectives from the side of Beastcoast, which they're very close to. Not bad. It's okay. Yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah. Not the greatest, not the worst. But now, IG, I mean, they've got a timing. Blink, Mars, Lesh, Bloodstone. I believe they can probably start to group up a little bit more and try to constrict the map from Beastcoast a little bit here with these. They also have a Pavis up on qyqx, so some nice itemization even from the supports who are farming a lot. Drums and Pavis, they both have like already kind of this mini pseudo aura item to be able to group up. And yeah, here comes the Mars. His ideal target, I mean, he has quite a lot of them that he wants
Radiant's
to go for here, but
middle
if he can just
tower
trap
is
the
under
Primal
attack.
Beast or the Bat Rider in particular, that's probably the dream early. Because Parker, he probably isn't going to show up to fights for a bit.
Yeah, I think whoever they trap with this trio, they will
But
kill.
they're going to look for a pick-off. If Parker shows himself, they're going to look for that instead of an actual like team fight or anything. And Parker did show, and then he blurred afterwards, so they kind of know where he
They're
is.
keeping over Dust as well.
Okay, Scofield's going to be the one to just give his life. It's like,
Yeah, Beastcoast looks to be set up for this sort of move.
Yeah.
Then you this sort of focus is going to be coming the way of Parker. I like the Scofield tanks the gang. Let the Beastcoast get out.
well done. Set up for top tower, though. And they still actually level 1 Edict. That's a bit surprising. They decide to max the stun this game just to be, I guess, more aggressive on the map. And I guess he's like, we have so much push anyway. We're going to take these towers. I guess I don't really think.
One's gone.
Radiant's top tower
Pushes. These towers super.
What's Veno going for? I wanted to see if he was going to go for like the Medallion or Solar Crest and stuff like that. Because I think if qyqx does do stuff like that, or maybe he goes for like the Mech and Auras, they can also like not only just force these objectives, but the next objective, which is that Roshan and stuff like that. So
Parker.
tower's falling.
That was dancing around the edge of the vision of IG. They do hold back IG now that they feel that Beastcoast have turned up to defend this tier 2.
Got what they can. I mean, they force reactions though, and they're taking now some Ancients away from this side of Beastcoast. Still quite, not quite a BKB yet on Bat Rider, so it looks like Beastcoast want to wait for that timing, because walking into Mars with a Bat, same thing kind of for Primal, you're going to just die, right? You just get connected from all the spell damage, so Beastcoast probably wanting the ideal, wait for those BKBs before they look for a fight, but IG's going to start kicking pace up. Mid. Still bring some damage here, but they see Parker. The end of the game is get Parker.
Metamorphosis comes to an end, so Dust still head back to the jungle, doesn't want to be a part of these pushes. Yep. Just give continued time for Parker to recover. Battle Fury straight into BKB this game. Needs to indeed make sure he can get involved before potentially IG try and close the game up.
This feels like a harder one to go just for like a Death Star straight up, because there is a lot of damage that they can just connect onto him. The Veno, Lash, Mars, they'll just kill him in seconds. But we'll see, because it could be one of those situations where it's like one fight goes good and you go for it, but I think more than likely more of a BKB. As Beastcoast, they're kind of, I mean, they're not really hemorrhaging too many kills.
No, they're not
keeping
getting
tier 2s alive, so lead has just kind of stagnated. It's stuck around that 4K, which is still fine for IG. But
yeah, but it's still also like the realms of a game that a PA can eventually solo carry.
Yep. And let's see what the choice
down like this.
What is qyqx actually go for here? It looks like he's actually queuing up the pipe. Okay. I thought he was going to go for more of like protecting versus the PA, but I guess now he's going to protect versus the mid-game spell damage of Willow, Primal, and Bat Rider instead of worrying about PA until maybe later. They still ways away. From such an action-packed first 8 minutes, now we have like 9 minutes of just kind of fun.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's going to step up again from IG when they have their next round of lines.
Both sides.
Like when the Manta's done on Dust,
Yeah.
they'll probably look to group up again, try and push them with this tier 2. You know, Metamorphosis is going to be back up in 5 seconds, so they can get back on with taking these outer towers away from Beastcoast.
But Beastcoast, they're farming a triple BKB timing themselves, right?
Sure.
Sacred, he's very close to his. Mago already has his, and Parker is on his way to his too. So
Radiant's
they are just sitting back and
bottom
waiting for
tower
that
is
moment to
under
strike if they're able to take those fights with those BKBs. So that's the IG. It's going to be continuous. They're hunting. They want Parker. It's blurred. He shows himself bottom. This could be the setup. As you're jumping.
So they can take it down before any help comes in. They certainly can.
And they can tier 2 and maybe even just go to the Roche afterwards, perhaps. Or maybe, I mean, we'll see which one they opt to go for. But they have some options here. The perfect catch.
Quite prepared. Parker for the amount of heroes who are going to jump out upon him. And group coming in. Fortification already used. Tier 2 is going to be going down. 18 minutes in. Keeping on track at these times that they want to try and force. And we'll see. The Roche, do they want to go high ground?
They're going to threaten a little. Maybe poke and force some reaction back.
They'll definitely be able to do some damage.
Yeah? They're going to
Radiant
force it.
structures
Okay.
are fortified. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Opening up the map though. Now they get some deeper. I mean, this ward, we got it on the Dire side this time, down south, all the way down bottom. We're seeing we're seeing it on both of the maps. This constant ward just to be able to apply pressure onto these southern and north jungle. That's a good slowdown. They really hurt Parker there. They continue. I mean, they're going to continue to stack. So playing economy while also applying pressure. This is a completely different IG than I expected today. Very happy to see it.
Still time needed for BKB. Just going to try and get this BKB shard into Ag, so
they got
some sort of burst damage.
They got 2 of them though, so they're going to look for something here. Sacred as well as DarkMago. Nemo is pretty isolated as well.
It would be quite the catch.
Would be.
Just a lot of money. He might clear this and then get out.
They are so close to him. He has the Bloodstone though. He's going to be showing the wave and then TP.
That's true. He's going to show himself.
TP, yeah.
Yeah.
Good, smart.
Yeah. Nicely done. Clears out another wave. Resets back to base, and time's wasted there from Beastcoast.
A very emo move. That was super risky going for that type of play so deep. But I guess he did see a little bit of stuff in the mid lane, but he hadn't seen like 3 heroes for some time. It's IG. They're playing really nice. 6k lead. He's getting big.
The test is going to be when it comes to the high ground. If a high ground push goes wrong for IG, that's when things start to get more complicated. But if they keep this up, qyqx is going to get found in the river.
It is a BKB though. So Mago having to use that plus a lasso, they could punish that on IG. Like 30 seconds, Vandal respawning, maybe that could be the call. Now it could be that Roche, right? They're feeling confident enough to do it. Not having to worry about that. BKB or lasso could be an option here.
I mean, Parker will have his BKB for the next one. He's managed to hit the timing on that. Just a few hundred gold off picking up the recipe.
Not bad, not bad.
Have the team behind him at this point as well, just in case they were going to make a move towards the PA during his final moments of that BKB farming. And more persists.
Radiant's middle tower.
I really thought they would.
About halfway there.
Playing quite split up on the map. I really thought they were going to try to kick it up more, but no, not the case so far here as Beastcoast trickling back in. Lineup that you definitely don't want to be giving the space to this PA.
Yeah. It looks like the call's just been maybe just the one more item. So the BKB on Janyu and on Emo, and then of course for Dust, the Skadi.
Okay.
Yeah, I can only imagine that's sort of why they've slowed things down here.
It's just interesting they don't even you don't even attempt to punish like Lasso BKB cooldowns or anything. Maybe because of the map positioning or something, but yeah, interesting. Because now BKB Lasso's back up, there's also shield on DarkMago, and he's got Blink. So it could just be go time now for Beastcoast. Get the lanes out and then look for your own fight, because triple BKBs are online, and yeah, they have a clear way to initiate these team fights now. Just like the side of IG. It's going to be a very explosive team fight that kicks off. It could be like a pretty much game-deciding team fight. It almost feels like when we have the big clash here with triple BKB versus this.
Yeah, I mean, it still feels that the team fight is going to be there favorably for IG. But I guess a lot of it counts on catching someone, which their best bet is going to be obviously blinking and getting an instant spear onto somebody. Other than that, most other initiations will be BKB'd off by the cause of Beastcoast, so it's going to have to be pretty clean how IG start the fight. So Beastcoast definitely given the chance to get these early items and are absolutely tooled up now to a point where they can fight back.
Come on guys, let's fight. 6-13, we farming. Farming game. I like what Parker's got queued up. You see it?
Axe double rapier. Hell yeah. Did he get the shard?
He did
no, he skipped the shard. He had it queued up earlier, but
he probably feels like he's like, I'm getting so much space.
I think so.
I'm forcing the issue.
He doesn't need to buy these little items. He just continue to go for the big ones.
Yeah.
BKB into the straight Aghanims. I mean, game slowed down.
It's
PA's farming.
Good. Yeah, it's starting to feel pretty okay for Beastcoast. Like IG, they did a great job applying pressure, but not like things are just looking pretty okay for Parker now. And what is the item? I'm looking at itemization. No medallion or solar crest in this game, really? When we have like a TB PA versus PA, I thought we were going to have probably that, because I feel like the game's going to end up being them two versus each other at some points. But
I'm sure, but I don't know. I feel this is just...
This is going to look good for Parker.
I think so.
That's what I feel like.
Maybe Parker somehow looked into the future before this game and said, just pick me PA, because IG might do annoying things, take early towers, but then
what?
They're just going to go and hit creeps. I'm going to hit creeps, and I'm going to carry this.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm a PA.
Yes, he's a PA.
Yeah, we'll see if this pays off for IG, this real sort of change in tempo.
Mago?
He tries to get PO'd up on the cliff, but won't quite be able to fired up. IG, they'll TP over for this fight, but looks to be the fight that Sting is probably going to just be the one left behind.
He's fine with that.
PA is farming.
PA is absolutely. Whoa, is
Axe
that like
nearly
everybody? Okay, look, what, 4 or 5 heroes? So is that the call to try to force the Roche?
They've got the team together, IG. Let's see where they want to go.
What do they want to do with this?
I mean, they have their items, right? Yeah,
They
Skadi's
do.
done.
They've got their items.
They've got the BKB's going to be coming out now for emo. Zhangyi's got his.
Roche is going to shift to top in 30 seconds also too, so maybe they start setting up for it now.
Okay, so they got the items, they take the Roche, then they go for the bush.
Okay. I mean, but still, Parker's gotten away with so much.
Yeah,
he's neck and neck with TB.
pretty much.
Full Ags, nearly level 18. Almost Ags even on Sacred too. I mean, it's like, yeah, the items are really flying in. And still farming. Vano's still farming, so they're still getting like multiple cores on, IG. But the situation with an Enchantress versus a PA, you can just explode. So, and here we go, Roche. He's on the way.
Don't think Beastcoast will get up here
No,
to
they
contest right. So this should be a freebie for IG.
Just what do they do with it? They have the Scotty, but for Dust it still definitely maybe feels a little weird with just Scotty. Maybe wants MKB because he will play for his PA, but maybe this could be an indicator of them trying to further accelerate.
I mean, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Like Parker with the Ags, spell with BKB. Nobody's killing this here. It's going to be down to the Terror Blade. So, but that's the problem. Maybe Dust is going to now be like, well, I've got the Aegis. Now let me go farm an MKB.
Could be the case.
We'll see which direction they do take.
Shall see. Yeah, 18 PA. Ags done. Then he's got protection. I see Glimmer picked up. Drums and Stinger's poor. But so other things we have to of course mention is if there are situations where targets get like single speared and stuff like that and they're going for like these kills, have to watch for tombstone, right? Grab ally, it's always going to be something we have to keep track of.
There's the push from us.
Okay, they're doing it without matter. Tower is falling.
Should be able to finish the tier 2. We'll see how much further they want to go from this. I mean, Beastcoast are turning up to defend. He's going to get the grab. Grab on qyqx. Tombstone dropped down. They'll get him with the spear in the arena. They've nice on to Stinger. He's into the tombstone though. He's going to be able to buy some time, some safety in that one. It's now looking to walk away. He's going to live. They weren't able to kill him. Scofield, he'll offer up his life. And that's going to mean that everyone else walks out of there safely. So Stinger with a nice self-tombstone. And Scofield with giving his life for the cause as the rest of Beastcoast will survive. The push is still coming in, though.
They actually used their glyph. Oh my god, they used the high ground glyph on the tier 2, I guess. IG knows, they're forcing it.
Okay, glyph's going to be back up, of course, for the Rex.
Okay. DarkMago, no lasso.
Can they stop this push, or is this going to be the Rex for IG?
Scared to commit in.
Yeah, Parker's hesitant.
This is Aegis.
They're going to get it.
They're going to get it.
All right, there we go, IG.
Okay.
Sacred tries to charge in him, and now they're thinking about going for some sort of fight. See if they can get in on this. Sacred's going to get pushed back by the spear.
IG's just going to run.
They're going to lose Stinger.
Parker's
Parker,
in.
he's in. He's getting the crits.
Okay.
So we'll get PYW. So finding it just the trade with the supports for IG, they got what they came for. They get the melee Rex top.
They get the Rex. But it's not like Beastcoast hammered too many kills or anything. They just lose the Stinger
the
again.
supports, right? Scofield at the start, Stinger at the end of it all. And yeah, Parker survives through it all. And they had to sort of make the decision there, right, Beastcoast, whether they did throw heroes in to try and push them off the Rex. The best case there was that they didn't. They just had to let it go. There was not really going to be any fight to be had there. They'll let one set of racks go, no problem. Beastcoast is ready to deal with it.
Yeah, they can deal with that. I mean, IG's still probably happy they got that because Dusty's getting closer and closer to his MKB. But yeah, Beastcoast, I'm pretty sure they're probably like, hey guys, don't worry. Like,
I think not the worst Parker's going to be feeling pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool. And they've got Ags now on the on the Primal Beast too. An excellent item. I love it versus. I mean, you don't break anything in particular on like TB, but it's still really good. Just like how much you're able to actually control clear illusions, etc.
And so, I guess we haven't really seen PA. But, you know, is Parker memeing, or is he actually going to go rapier?
I actually think you can go rapier. This is
what
I actually
you
saw.
feel unkillable with the BKB and the Ags.
It's like Basher or rapier, right?
Just straight damage.
For the most part, if you're in this kind of position. I've seen, I was talking about the IG PA doing this, where I saw Emo do something like this when they played this versus TB. You just get the absolute hardest damage, because who cares how much armor you have. But let's see if he does actually commit, because it's quite a risk.
It's risky, but it could work, right? Because they have DarkMago on the bat, right? If he's able to get the lasso on the TB, Parker's able to just pop BKB, jump in. If he has rapier, they'll be able to kill.
But IG, they're still kicking up pace, and MKB is done. They still have a minute 20 on Aegis. Emo.
Grab on Zemo. Metamorphosis is popped by Dust. He'll focus the Tombstone first. He can get kills from this turn. Sacred. Sacred's trying to jump in. The rest of them go forward as well. They're trying to burst through the lace. They're able to do so. Parker takes Zemo down, takes out qyqx. Now back onto the side. Still has to respect the power of the Terrorblade. Keeps his distance from Dust. That's a way to stop the push indeed. They get the 3 kills. Sure, they lose Sacred, but it was very much a sacrificial play by him there. He was happy to go in just to make sure that Parker was, could jump in himself, clean up some kills, get some good levels. Level 21 now on the PA, and just all in all stop the push. And that was the meta. This was the moments where they had the Aegis on the Terrorblade. They pushed back the push.
He's doing it, baby. He bought the relic.
I think Parker's confident in this game.
I think he's confident.
The way this game is playing out, I think Parker, he's just got this all sorted in his head.
And you know what?
They're not going to finish the game quick enough. I'm going to be able to farm. I'm going to get this rapier. DarkMago, jump in, lasso the TB. I'll go in with the rapier. I'll kill him, and then if they can just kill the rapier in the team fight, kill the Terrorblade in the team fights, then
he's going to kill everybody.
This game's going to be kind of over for IG.
Yeah. I really like this choice. And you know what? Parker is the kind of player to do this. As we saw the other day, like the Silver Edge Requiem play onto Sumail. This is a guy with
smart,
utmost confidence. So yeah, this is a cool choice. Like and we see gold lead it's like less than 3K. It's kind of been hanging between like 3 to 6K. Experience now, that's where it's shifted. So now it's actually in Beastcoast's favor for XP after that last fight.
I don't think. IG they didn't get enough of a lead.
No, it doesn't feel like
it.
And
they did get decent amount of towers early on.
Oh, and Parker finds a DD. Oh my God.
I will see this last fight again. Just very, that sort of commitment from Sacred worked perfectly.
It did.
Just sort of gave the attention over towards him, so the rest of the team could head in, and DarkMago and Parker were able to get a good bit of a cleanup. DD in the bottle, they'll smoke up. They want to use this.
Oh, they're so ready to fight here.
Here we go.
He just pops it right away. Super close to the rapier. One or 2 kills, and he'll have it. Who are they gonna? Oh my God! It looks like they're gonna find somebody too. And PYW is a valuable one.
Whoever they find is so dead.
This is like an offlane Enchantress, so it's very valuable. Looks like it'll just be the Venomancer they'll settle for.
Yeah, they'll even use the lasso. 2.1k crit there coming out from Parker.
He's gonna buy it. Okay, he's gonna lock it for now, but he buys it. Hell yes! I'm so happy to see this.
All right. So when will he sort of make the call to unlock it? Just when he sees that when they actually get a coordinated team together, right?
Fight, yeah.
He doesn't want to have it. He doesn't want to have a rapier for farming. It's unnecessary.
Not to get picked off, yeah. But the risk of it's not worth it.
So we'll see Parker put that together. The team fight goes in the fashion that Beastcoast planned for.
Let's see if he ever shows himself on the map too. He's probably going to be like permanently blurred so that they don't spot this now for these next few minutes until that fight does kick off.
Yeah. They won't see him.
They won't see it because they maybe see the relic, right? But they're gonna be like, oh, he might be going like Nullifier, right? Because the Ghost Scepters. Emo might be telling them though, because as I said, Emo during I don't remember if it was last tour or the tour before, they did exactly this. He went Battle Fury Rapier in a game as the PA versus TB when he was like 20k behind and they ended up winning the game, if I remember correctly. He turned.
This game they're only 2k behind.
Exactly.
So if Parker's history is anything to go by, it should be pretty confident that this PA is going to be able to carry.
Tormentor? Oh my goodness, they drop pretty low. Sacred will get it. Do they have all of theirs? No, they just need the bat one next. And the bat, Mago, it's just going to be he just needs a secondary lasso. Sure, why not?
All he's got to do is lasso the
Terrorblade.
Yep. Lasso the Terrorblade, it's game over.
Do they have any... Looking around. No. Okay, they have a greater healing Lotus on PYW. So let's say maybe like a big heal injection or something could perhaps allow him to get like Sunders and turn. But yeah, now it's less than 1k Owen. Gold lead is completely gone. Parker's not going to queue up the second rapier, but he is going to unlock.
Put it together now.
The real one. Oh, baby.
I mean, they're going to look for Roche, right? It's
the longest respawn.
Yeah. That was what Parker was hoping for there when he puts it together, but indeed, it's going to be a bit of time before Roche is up.
Satanic finished up on the Terrorblade. I'm getting tankier and tankier at the least. And the other thing is, too, he does have a Vindicator's Axe. So little things we can't actually forget about. So, I mean, that 20 armor it's going to give him. He's going to have 56 armor versus this PA. So, let's see if that's going to be enough to protect versus the Rapier initiations.
Dire are scared.
Parker going for next. He's going to opt for the Lincoln Sphere, so just further protection for himself. Feels that, as it goes for damage, he's got that covered with the Rapier.
Oh, this is going to be such a fun fight that kicks off here.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's one of those games where somebody's going to get a rampage.
Yeah, it really does feel like it.
The Terrorblade, but somebody's going to get a rampage.
And that's why I thought I would see these solar crests and stuff like that, right? Because this is literally a game that it's going to culminate down to these super carries.
It really is. It's you got to do everything to enable your carry in this sort of game when you've got this P8 and Terrorblade. Everything rests on their shoulders.
Let's see how. I mean, initiations are going to be key. If IG's able to find the PA ever, shouldn't happen because he should be permanently blurred pretty much.
They've just got so many ways to cover him. I mean, the fact that the refresh is done on DarkMago. Lots of ways for them to make the jump and have the control to ensure that Parker is free to jump around the fight as he wishes.
Yeah, tons of different forms of protection. 1 more minute. IG they're really sticking together. They want to be able to just get that next Roche and keep this group up. They're going to even smoke a secondary time. This could be the clash.
Yep, they're bringing everybody up at Beastcoast.
Mago shown. There's a ward up here that they placed earlier.
The Ghost. Hey, they're going to jump in with the lasso. Young use him with the spear. He's going to go for the squishier ones. Looks for Scofield, but Scofield's able to get the Shadow Realm off. They'll take out the Venomancer.
Parker's got to reset.
Yeah, keeping his distance now as BKB's going to come to an end shortly.
Instant buyback.
And he is actually going to start backing off. He'll heal up on the creeps. So just the Veno dying. qyqx with the buyback.
15 seconds on lasso and he still has refresher. And that was the meta expended from Dust. It's halfway down. Beastcoast playing it patient here.
DarkMago could definitely go again.
They're thinking, I mean, Parker's waiting until the opportunity hits.
Yeah, he's got to be much more careful this time with the BKB on cooldown for himself.
He's right. So he's just playing maybe
double
strictly on double BKBs. He's buying
got to
it.
be strong. Yeah,
he commits.
He's spending up.
Okay, and IG, they're actually going to commit for this Roshan.
And they will get it because of the way
cool.
that Beastcoast have headed back to sort of allow Parker to farm this next item. So
okay, I mean, that's a pretty smart call there. Especially when the meta is going to be running out and everything too. So these Aegis going to go their way.
Well, Parker now will just be trying to get 11:25.
Does he have
He's spent up. I mean, he's got a Rapier, right? Who cares about buyback?
True.
Got to go all in on keeping yourself alive, and mainly for this double duration BKB.
Pretty much only for the because everything else,
2 rounds of the Phantom Knives.
Well, it all refreshes when you get a kill.
That's true. You know, you're not really a very cooldown heavy hero. So yeah, double BKB.
Most mana doesn't have assholes at the ready. As you said, Parker closer and closer to 5. How is Dust? Of course, not the same levels because he's farming with illusions. And Dust, he's building toward the answer. Next item is going to be an Aeon Disc that he wants to kind of go for here.
Okay, I like that. Yep. What do we got? And what
okay, gets Penta. He doesn't care about Titan Sliver. Like, if they get on him and stuff, he doesn't care about survivability. He cares about damage, blowing up heroes on this PA.
I mean, what's Dust going to be able to find at tier 4? Could be some nice ones. Honestly, Trickster, they're taking it on the others. I think they should get it as well.
Yeah. Need anything that can just, I mean, yeah, everything will fill in. Tricksters, the Vindicator's Axe, etc. Just ways to try to survive versus Beastly Parker. 12 to 18. I mean, this game went from so many kills to so little, but it's such a methodical one.
No, yeah, that's it. I think Parker's
and Dust actually, okay. takes so he had the Aeon, you know. He's gonna go for Basher. Interesting. I actually like the Aeon choice because I think he was like he's like yeah they're gonna full commit on him.
I mean the Bashers are definitely a risky one, but I guess you know if you hit the PA you're able to get a bash off.
I mean
you might be able to stop the PA from killing the rest of your team.
Yeah, you know what? The best defense is a good offense, right?
That's the way he's going.
He actually just commits full Abyssal.
Spends up. Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean that's definitely a risk. Maybe just get the bash you have and buyback. All right, but. Going all in here, Dust.
I mean,
all Abyssal.
Shouldn't you like all go in then? I mean, I see that Zhang Yu he buys the Hex. I see that Emo has money for the Shivas. Don't you just want to commit then?
I think so. If
spend your gold,
if your carry
spent it, yeah. Let's see if he does look to do it.
It's going to be game over if Dust dies twice. So.
Actually, you know what? He can buy back and boss back in. Never mind. I take that back. So Emo, I think it's fine that he doesn't.
Sure.
So
that's it. Yeah.
Because then he can have 3 lives with the cheese and stuff like that. So
let's go. I mean, Dusty's got 2 minutes still left on the Aegis.
Well, it's going to go down. This is going to be such an explosive one. PA 25.
Yeah, triple dagger. Ready to go. The Penta and the Rapier. That's a lot of damage. They're watching. They're watching from the low ground. And Park's got to be a bit careful. He's kind of at the front of this. They might be able to jump him. DarkMago's going to try for a grab. Won't get it.
Hex.
Get the Hex in the arena laid down.
It's on the high ground, though.
Sacred. He's able to get in and get the grab up. He's holding down Dust. They're both
Fear.
The Terrorblade. He's got the one. And they've killed Zhang Yu.
Deleted.
And they're ready to go for round 2 here.
And they have a lasso.
They're focusing, surrounding the Terrorblade. They've got him with the lasso. And he's got no buyback. Triple kill for Parker. I don't see IG winning this game.
Nope. This felt inevitable.
It's really fallen into the hands of Beastcoast. The hands of Parker on his PA. Great start from IG, but then it slowed down. They all wanted to hit the creeps. And it doesn't seem to have been the way to go against this Beastcoast PA.
Nope, I mean Parker again and again and again delivering this tournament. He really understands when he's just going to be like, yep, I'm 1v9ing, I don't care. Great choice to go for Rapier. And now he gets a DD also.
Boy, let's get the push going.
And as we said, they spent, 50 seconds. They've got the push. Vindicator's Axe did nothing. He died in seconds.
It's under attack.
Beastcoast? Yeah, this team's just... They're hot. They're really on fire this tournament. May not be like 9-1 like your Quest or anything like that, but I think anybody who would look at this is probably incredibly impressed with how Beastcoast has been performing.
Yeah, and then honestly, kind of before Beastcoast, where did Parker come from?
Wasn't he on like Infamous and stuff like that? If I'm not mistaken, I mean, I can look. I remember from ages ago.
Because I do not recall seeing this lad pop off as hard as he's been doing on Beastcoast.
I think it was also on Thunder, right? Wasn't it also Infinity, Infamous? It was not Thunder, sorry. Just Infamous mostly.
Yeah. But no, looking better than ever, Parker.
Yeah, and
alongside Beastcoast.
And you know, people can say what they want about, you know, sometimes in pubs and stuff like that, he can be a little, you know, he can be a little bit of a lot in that, but he's clearly displaying himself in this tournament. So
he's got the full Abyssal coming out as well, and just a few hundred gold for the ring.
He's owning. What next now, IG?
It's going to feel rough for IG, right?
Dust's first death, and he's like, guys, we lost.
It's definitely going to be hard to proceed from this point.
Yeah,
because
they kind of just need the Dream initiation. And that's kind of like what it's completely down to now. And that one was probably one of the hardest initiations. They actually initiated, and everyone's on the high ground, so it's just a perfect fight really for Beastcoast. So maybe one last hurrah for them, but still, as we're seeing, now this PA is in realms of untouchable territory. And she kind of has been for most of this.
They're letting Parker as well just continue to get the wisdom runes.
And now Mago, he's also, I mean, he's been playing this great game, 2-8. He's also kind of a carry. You're 25 on bat. 25 bat, Timeless Relic, Refresher. You're solo killing heroes. People will just explode to lasso combos
they
without even just the PA hitting.
I mean, but you know, because this is a game right where Dusty's playing without BKB.
Yes, he is.
So only relying on the, you know, obviously the double dispels, both the Manta and the Satanic, but still definitely openings where this Terrorblade could burn.
Honestly, DarkMago could solo kill him easily. Just a double Blasto, double Flame Break, or quad Flame Break with the Refresher, and he's just dead. This TB will melt in seconds. Especially if he goes for, if he gets a shard too. It just adds that extra bit of damage that comes out from the attacks while you're doing the lasso. You get 10 stacks instantly, pretty much. Yeah, tough. And yeah, Dust, you know, we talked about like the Abyssal and the Basher kind of thing there, and that bottom situation, I don't think it would have helped him anyway, but maybe would have allowed him to like live, and I don't know, but either way. Beastcoast just playing this very smartly after that early game. Never feeling concerned.
Holding back from going for the tier 2 at the moment, Beastcoast, so still much. Respecting the fact that IG's off the map. To walk into any sort of trap that IG can set.
I mean, at this point now, the safest thing is just wait for Roche. Then you get an Aegis for your PA. You're fully controlling the map. You're not really afraid of IG making the move onto you yourself. You always have people with Parker. That's what I'm seeing. Like 3 heroes are running with him. If they have the Undying, if they have the Primal Beast with him, they'll get Parker out of a situation. IG doesn't have the burst to be able to kill somebody almost immediately in a combo at this point in the game.
Yeah, if they can get PA turning up to this fight with Aegis and like double BKB, you just can't kill this PA.
No.
There's very little chance of that.
And he's almost maxed out.
When was the one death that Parker had? When was that back? When?
The bottom one. It was at 20 something minutes when they took the bottom
when they
tier
caught
2.
him at the tier 2.
Yeah,
that's the only time, right? Where they had that one moment where they went all in under his tier 2 tower and were able to kill him. Outside of that, just not able to find any way to shut him down at all.
Yeah, everyone kind of just been on Beastcoast. They all just kind of really farmed. They pop back up until they hit that moment. The BKBs, right? I feel like they got a good like 6 minutes to farm the triple BKBs, where IG didn't apply as much pressure as it felt like they did need to during those crucial moments to make sure this PA can't get to this ridiculous bounce. And now, yeah, they're kind of just trapped, IG. Beastcoast just running whenever they really please. Parker, after he finishes a full Abyssal, soon the Lincolns is going to be done. It's going to be a long Roche respawn. Beastcoast. They're hunting.
They know that Emo's down here.
Uh-oh, Emo.
They got him. They remember the lasso, the follow-up fear, the damage, it'll be covered by Parker.
More than enough. Mago doesn't even actually use his abilities. He doesn't actually like do damage at the bat. He was just a disable there to bring him to Parker.
A bit of a risk as well. Emo was spending up, did buy that plate mail, so...
He bought out.
Yeah, not having money for buyback.
Ooh,
so a good bit of time for Beastcoast to get this push going.
Illusions and summons and stuff keep annoying them. The waves keep getting shoved in, but yeah, they have an opportunity to go down bottom and oh, never mind. I thought that was a Tormentor there. Just kidding. I was like, oh, they're gonna take a Tormentor.
Parker's got a lot of money. I mean, he does have the Lincolns queued up. I wonder if he's just going to be considering other things. You know, does he actually need the Lincolns?
His backup Rapier and Nullifier is what I would feel like.
Dire's bottom tower.
Okay, he switched to Nullifier.
What's himself?
Yeah.
Okay, no, yeah.
I was going to say,
I don't think he needs the Lincolns. He's not going to die.
No, what is it actually blocking as well? You're blocking like the Hex.
The Hex.
Right, that's it?
I think that's literally it, right.
The 2 Hexes, I guess, yeah.
But obviously the way he's playing the fights, you know, sitting at the back with a blur.
Yeah, he doesn't need to worry about that.
He only really jumps in when he's popped BKB. It's unlikely they catch the PA with a Hex this game.
Yeah, and now it's like, well, if you do go for those Aeon Discs, etc., not going to matter anymore.
Yeah, no, which obviously, Dust, he's not going to have the liberty of being able to change that decision. He's already spending up one.
Oh, he actually did buy already. Oh, yeah,
got it.
They'll have that right away. Yep, 50 seconds. The safest play Beastcoast can do is just wait that 50.
Yeah, I mean, and again, that's definitely a risk for Dust, right? I guess he didn't know that the Nullifier was going to be in the game.
Sure.
Now, knowing that, maybe having a buyback would have been better than having an Aeon Disc.
Yep. Perhaps. Although it is a, it is a transformation hero, right?
Sure,
so to give
that's true,
meta,
buybacks. Yeah.
He's probably just thinking about it. He's 800 away. So
yeah.
Let's see if he's able to get it. They're going to have to smoke. They know Roche is soon, so if not already has spawned up, they have to go for this kind of last final fight that they can do. Does not look easy whatsoever. I mean, Scofield actually, you know what it was? Yeah, Parker was like, I'm going to go aggressive. Scofield, you get me a Lincolns. Scofield's like, all right. Schofield buys a Lincolns and he's just going to throw it onto Parker. There you go.
Throwing the glimmers, the Lincolns on this blurred BKB PA. It's just going to be such a nightmare to ever even find Parker, even when he's killing you.
And now he's going to have an Aegis. They're going to have cheese. And honestly, this is probably better that they get the refresher shard in this game. Now they're going to have... I mean, maybe you just give it a Sacred?
Or do they've already got a refresher shard, so...
Yeah, give it a Sacred for his... I guess then he has a double grab also to BKB and stuff too. If there is any of those. Yep.
Looks like he'll take it, yeah, Sacred.
I was going to think there might be an argument there for Scofield, just because of the double Fears and double Lincolns and stuff for teammates, but just give it to the core. I may have preferred it on Scofield in some ways, but whatever.
I think, the double BKB is just too valuable.
It's just too much.
To sort of outdoes any sort of offensive potential from your supports.
Double grab.
Yeah.
It's too strong, so don't blame me. 17k lead.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Sacred. Ooh. Seeing if anyone was hiding in the trees. Gonna be the case though. IG, they're all up on the high ground. Getting ready for the defense.
Lane's a bit of a problem though. Mid shoved in, bottom shoved in, so continuously, I mean, these Conjure Imits and Enchantress creeps are being very pesky for Beastcoast, but that's all they're really being, just pesky. They're not really doing much of anything besides stalling what feels like the inevitable.
They're going to come out with the smoke.
Okay, I mean, they're trying to catch people that reacted, because other people reacted to the split push, right? But Beastcoast, they're gathering fast. IG's like, wait, never mind, they're too close together.
See what they can do from the high ground. They're going to have to deal quite the push from Beastcoast.
Heroes are going to die so fast.
Sacred's in. He's actually going to stop. Ooh! 3.3k crit coming through there from Parker.
Spear connects.
There'll be an immediate buyback. Parker getting down to half HP. The Eon Discs are there. They'll turn with the business onto Parker. Parker pots the BKB. Continues to jump forward onto Dust. Dust is out. Another buyback to come into play. PYW is trying to threaten Parker, but he cannot do it on his own. They do catch him with the stun. Parker's still able to jump forward. Continues to live. Life stealing out. The bash is there though. They're taking him out once.
Okay, he's got Refresher.
He's going to be able to prep that second BKB if he feels it's necessary. Won't actually get it up in time. The stuns are there. He's under the tail with the spear. The heads follow up. He's been glimmered, but he's going down low. He's going to fall.
Rapier hits the deck.
They've managed to kill him. Parker dead. Rapier into the hands of Dust. As IG will hold, they'll stop the TP out from Stinger. IG back in with a chance.
Triple buybacks, but they get the connection. He gets the Refresher, but he didn't get both clicks off, so couldn't actually get the BKB off quick enough. Nice connection to double hexes. And I believe, what was Scofield? Yeah, Scofield had already been killed, I believe, earlier on, so no way to throw Lincolns or anything out there either. Okay,
they couldn't save him. They could not keep Parker alive that time.
Cost a lot of buybacks.
Said, three buybacks were required. Big ones as well. Dust and Zhang Yu, the two cores, having to commit those.
But they've got a Rapier now.
They're going to push hard. They're, at the least, you'd imagine, going to be able to force out some of the buybacks from Beastcoast in return.
Holy crap. Yeah, Parker, I mean, 50 seconds. He's going to probably have to use it here.
Unless they're happy losing a set of racks. IG. Don't have to be too scared. Dust can get in there, get hitting.
Emo, in for a jump.
So they catch DarkMago under the tier 4s.
Spear back.
It's the first buyback, and DarkMago's gone.
All right, they're hitting tier 4s and a Refresher purchase for Mars.
They're going to have to buy back.
Parker is still holding his.
He's holding. I probably wants to buy back with alongside the supports. There we go, the buybacks are there.
Lasso.
You can get the setup, the fear. It's going to be coming in as well. Catches onto the two of them.
Parker's in.
He's trying to do his best to finish off Dust. They get the grab as well. The pulverizer's there. They've controlled Dust. They're taking him down. Dust is gone. Same to be said for Zhang Yu. PYW not going to be able to TP out. And that should be game.
That should be it.
Whew. You know, Beastcoast just spicing it up.
Just spicing it up a little.
At the end, you know, they'll give a Rapier away, but they were like, well, you're going to have to use your buybacks. You're going to run down mid. We're going to buy back, and then we're going to kill you, and we're going to get the game.
Yeah, under the tier 4s. A nice little jump there, though, but I believe Mago, yeah, the Ag's lasso ends up catching 2 heroes. Parker's able to just get connections and clean up, too. He didn't have to actually use the secondary lasso.
Still has it here to close things up. If you know, we'll see what the best efforts are here of Emo and qyqx in their attempts to hold. They do have to buy back a PYW, so they'll have the 3 of them, but no Dust, no Zhang Yu for over a minute.
No, Beastcoast just going to full commit into them here, too. They could just blink in it. And then now they do have the double lasso, too, so he could just blink in and lasso any targets he wants here.
They can close it up, go for throne.
Yeah.
So, Parker start to hit onto the tier 4s. We'll see what IG can do with their final 3 members here. We can do anything to slow them down. They've got fortification.
Parker buys a heart for this push here. Screw Battle Fury, not important anymore. Just has to keep sustained, end the game.
First tier 4 gone. Still 30, 40 seconds until the full team's up for IG. This feels like it's going to be a little too long. Jump to the side. Hex is there. Controls Parker for now, but the backup comes in. Sacred charges across, gets the grab onto Emo as this. And there's a dead Lesh now, 2 minutes, no buyback on them. qyqx also to fall. Lasso's there. They're just cleaning them up, padding up the KDA to close this one. As it's going to be these frustrating for a few seconds where they're like, we're nearly up, you know, 10 seconds to Zhang Yu, 20 seconds to Dust, but it's not going to be soon enough. The Ancient's exposed. Beastcoast looking to close it. Zhang Yu, he'll get to live for the final moments. We'll see what he can do. He's going to try his best to do something. Jumps forward, but almost certainly will be to his inevitable death. Did manage to pick up the Stinger, but